Hi, I want to tell you about Shakespeare in Performance, a summer program offered by Georgetown University that takes place from June 27th through July 11th. The program takes students to both London and Stratford-upon-Avon. Georgetown offers 3 academic credits for this course, and we welcome participants from other schools. Above all, the course emphasizes the experience of seeing and hearing Shakespearean plays on the stage, so you can count on seeing at least 6 performances. At least one of those performances will be at the New Globe Theatre, an exact replica of Shakespeare's own Globe. The New Globe sits next to the Thames River, just across from St. Paul's Cathedral. It's a beautiful open-air theatre. Its huge oak pillars are made to look like marble, as were those in Shakespeare's original Globe, and its apron stage is 5 feet above the floor, where the ground leagues still stand to view the plays. But no worries, we get seats on the benches in the galleries. Students also tour the theatre in order to learn more about the Globe's history and just to get a closer look. Last summer at the Globe, we saw Romeo and Juliet. The young lovers were played by Adetomowa-Edun and Ellie Kendrick. At the Old Vic, another famous London theatre, we saw The Winter's Tale with Simon Russell Beale as Leontes and Ethan Hawke as Autolycus. And finally, we saw Jude Law's Hamlet at Donmar's West End Theatre. One student even got Jude Law to autograph her program. We are not yet sure of the schedule of plays for the summer of 2010, but we do know that we will be seeing As You Like It at the Old Vic. Classes in London will be taught by Professor Michael Collins, the director of the program. Last year, students met with 2 actors in London, Adetomowa-Edun and the charming Fiona Shaw, who has worked extensively on both stage and in film. Shaw's many credits include Celia in As You Like It, and fascinatingly, the lead in Richard II. Students also tour the famed Middle Temple, one of the 4 Inns of Court, and the place, according to the diary of John Manningham, a young Elizabethan lawyer, where Shakespeare's Twelfth Night was first performed in February of 1602. A free afternoon or 2 is always built into the schedule, of course, enough time to see a little of London, and perhaps to visit London's remarkable Ice Bar. An evening at the Ice Bar is fast becoming a Georgetown tradition. The second part of the program takes place in Stratford-upon-Avon, Shakespeare's birthplace and the home of the famed Royal Shakespeare Company. Since the Royal Shakespeare Theatre is still being renovated, performances will again take place in the new and rather spectacular Courtyard Theatre. Last year in Stratford, we saw The Winter's Tale with Gregory Hicks as Leontes and Brian Doherty as Autolycus. And yeah, that's right, we saw 2 productions of the same play in the same year. It gave us a terrific opportunity to discuss the importance of performative choices. Again, that's really what this course is all about. We also saw a strong and interesting production of Julius Caesar, with Sam Troughton taking the lead as Marcus Brutus, Greg Hicks playing Caesar, and John Mackay as Cassius. Our third play last year in Stratford was As You Like It, with Katie Stevens as Rosalind, Jonio O'Neill as Orlando, and Mariah Gale as Celia. Actually, the night we saw the play, Mariah Gale stepped in as an understudy for Katie Stevens, who had gotten ill. Mariah did a great job. This coming summer, the Royal Shakespeare Company will be presenting Romeo and Juliet, King Lear, one of Shakespeare's greatest plays, and Antony and Cleopatra, a wonderful, extraordinarily theatrical tragedy. As a special treat, we will also be seeing a 4th play, an adaptation of Mallory's Morte d'Arthur, directed by award-winning RSC director Gregory Doran. We also have classes in Stratford-upon-Avon, both with Georgetown faculty and with scholars resident at the Shakespeare Birthplace Trust, and most students have great time learning stage combat in Stratford with Jean-Marc Perret. Right next to the Shakespeare Birthplace Trust is the house in which Shakespeare was born. This house has been wonderfully restored and has extensive gardens. Not far away, in a beautiful location on the river, is Trinity Church, where Shakespeare was baptized and where he's buried. Another favorite part of the week in Stratford is the walk out to Anne Hathaway's cottage in nearby Shottery. Shakespeare himself must have made the trip many times. Parts of this cottage date back to the 1460s. Students have the opportunity to do research at the Shakespeare Center Library, which contains the book collections of both the Royal Shakespeare Company and the Birthplace Trust. The library also offers access to the Royal Shakespeare Company archives of prompt books, production posters, cast lists, and videos. Some of these resources are not accessible in the United States. And at Stratford, students are able to meet an actor from the Royal Shakespeare Company. Last year we met Greg Hicks, the actor who will take on the ambitious role of King Lear this summer. But students also caught up with Greg Hicks and other actors in the Dirty Duck, a pub where many of the RSC actors go after a performance to relax. Some important deadlines for Shakespeare in Performance are coming up fast. Applications should be in by February 1st, 2010. But no worries, you can apply online at Georgetown's Office of International Programs. Simply go to overseasstudies.georgetown.edu and click on Getting Started. I'm sure you can also find your way through the Georgetown University website. Just remember that Shakespeare in Performance in London and Stratford is a summer program, so click on that choice. Hope you can join us.